This is the Momma Fit Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to all those mamas out there that want to fit a workout in a day, or want to fit in a moment of bliss, or hey, you want to fit into those skinny jeans. Dana Dieters is the host of Momma Fit Podcast. She's a mother of two beautiful girls, a wife, and entrepreneur. Her passion became her profession when she had a wake-up call about 15 years ago. With the support of others and a positive attitude, she was able to overcome the hurdles in her life. This mama strives to wake up and conquer each day to make it better than the day before. Her passion for business and education to others is what drives this mama to be the best version of Momma Fit. With Dana's background, she hopes to help you with your business, health and fitness needs, family time in the kitchen, and give you motivation and inspiration to tackle your day. And most importantly, to help you fit in your Momma Fit time.
Welcome back to the Momma Fit Podcast. It is episode 42. Can you believe it? I'm doing one every single week and it's been awesome. So I hope I continue. Today marks the 10-year sole ownership of my business. So we are going to be talking about my journey as a business entrepreneur. And I have my husband with me because he also is a business owner as well. And he's been with me from the start of this and obviously throughout the ups and downs of this business.
Once again, thanks for having me, babe, and congratulations to you and everything that you've done over the last 10 years with dealing with adversity, being an entrepreneur and a business owner, and a rising fitness field as the fitness generations have been changing over the last 10 years, and you've stuck true to yourself and your mission and passion for helping everyone that you can, from men, women, kids, a little bit of everything. So I'm truly grateful as someone in the fitness industry for everything that you've done and helped individuals out along the way.
Well, thank you, honey. That was a great little intro. Anyway, so we are going to actually talk about how the business is structured. And if you are one of those that want to run a business, we are going to go through it really quick. It's going to be kind of a rough draft of how we set our days up and what we have to do to make each day successful.
Yeah, and with that, the best structure I would say that we've had over the years is the easiest way to explain it would be organized chaos. Every day is completely different than the day before. No matter kind of what business you're in, you got to be flexible, along with you got to be ready to be on the move from time to time and deal with. In the fitness industry, you're dealing with not only your schedule, but trying to micromanage everyone else's schedules to get them into your schedule, to give them the service that they're paying you for, and trying to meet the needs of what they expect out of you. So, in the fitness industry, you're constantly battling everyone else's schedule along with yours, but it makes it fun and enjoyable, and you get that self gratitude at the end of the day when you can see individuals meet their fitness needs, whether it's something that they've done with you that they were never able to do before, and that's all the self gratitude that comes along with it, along with being your own business owner.
Yeah, I would like to say too, the freedom of having your own business. It's nice to be able to schedule your own clients around your days. If you have kids appointments or if you have a doctor appointment or something like that, it's nice where you don't have to worry about a meeting that you can't go to because you have either a doctor appointment or something like that. So the flexibility of your schedule can also be nice. But on the other end of it, the down part would be that you are working when people are not working. So then you are not able to be with your kids, and that's kind of hard too. And just getting that time balance is totally the key to owning your own business.
Yes, the freedom is one thing that's been great over the years with you, babe. We're able to do stuff with the kids every once in a while. Getting to different events, having both parents present at some of the events. It's tough in families where you got one parent that might be working later than the other, and we've gotten to do a lot of great things together as a couple, along with being there with our kids throughout the week. But with that comes changes as well, as we are in an industry where you're working sometimes when other people aren't, which you gotta learn how to balance with and live with too. And we've had our disagreements, you and I, back and forth, working with each other from time to time. But that's something that you have to be prepared for going into business and being a partner with someone in the household as well.
Yeah, I would say that would be our most difficult part of being in business. So we also work with Rolga, which is the foam rolling company. And I feel like it's hard. I mean, working with two people that want the same things, but also have different ideas when it comes to a business thing. So we do get in disagreements quite often, and it can be like a yelling match once in a while, but we all want the same thing. We both want to help people. So that's our end point, and it works out. So that's a good, I guess it's a good thing to yell about and fight about, even though sometimes I want to pull my hair out.
Yeah. I'm completely fine with that.
So, I mean, it's what's great about the owning your own business. It's the freedom, your schedule. You can schedule out, depending on what your schedule looks like. I would say the hardest part of owning your own business is doing everything. So as far as marketing and the social media aspect, if you are not comfortable with that, you have to learn or hire out. If you're not able to hire out yet because you can't afford it, or if you don't have someone that has your voice, that would be hard and that's what I do. I do everything right now. And one, I'm too controlling to let someone else take over. My husband has offered a bunch of times and I am really hard at the whole control over my own business. So me letting go is one of my things I need to work on. My husband is great at what he does. So that is one thing that you have to also do, is the other part that no one sees that you do. So that would be your social media, your cleaning up your studio, making sure everything is working right, making up all your plans for your workouts, kind of like a teacher. You got to kind of do all these things afterwards. Make sure you know what they're doing next. Their nutrition, everything on the other aspect of this business that no one really sees.
I agree. I mean, with that, there's constant work. As a business owner, you're never done working. You're always grinding to make your business succeed. And there's a lot of stuff behind closed doors that other people don't necessarily see, the long hours, the early mornings, and the sacrifices that you make throughout the journey. And in no discredit to anyone that works for a company or works a normal 9-to-5 job. Believe me, there's been plenty of days where we've both talked about, what would it be like to go back to not having to work on the weekends or be on constant call or grind of your business. So no discredit to anyone that is out there listening that works what we would call a normal job. But this pod is just to talk about the struggles and the journey of being an entrepreneur and a business owner, and the ups and downs that we've had throughout 10 years of Dana Dieter's Fitness being live, and the life that we're trying to have together and leave something behind for our children and the rest of the people that we've worked with.
All right. So I have a question for you. So what are some things that you can think of that I have done that would help other entrepreneurs start off in their career, or maybe even if they're in the career itself and they just need a little help?
One thing with you, your passion to help people is unbelievable. So it's one thing that I obviously love about you. But with that, as well as it comes to a point where you have to put value sometimes more on what your service actually is. So there's going to be a time and a point throughout your business career where you might need to increase your prices on the service that you're providing. So you might have the fear of increase in price or a change in your business model. And that comes back to how you actually value your service and how you want to bring that out to your consumers as well, or the clients that you're actually working with. From a day-to-day standpoint, I would say having complete structure as much as possible throughout the day is really going to be key. Plan your day out in advance. Obviously, you're going to have things that come up, but I would suggest planning your day out as much as you can. So if you do have a cancellation, you do have a canceled meeting, anything like that, use that time for something that you might not have had in your schedule, and that gives you a little more freedom. But having structure, and I think you've done a really good job at it. You're always on the go. You do a good job at kind of giving yourself notes or having reminders. So those are all key components. But the other thing is you always have to be educating yourself and knowing what is going on within your field.
Yeah, I would say I'm going to go back to the whole scheduling thing, because I think that's really big when it comes to getting everything done that you need to do. So every single week, I make sure like the week before. So Friday, I will schedule my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for the next week. So then I know exactly what I need to do on Monday. I usually train. I'm still training people out of my home. I also do group training and I do online training. So for me, I've got 3 things going on at every minute of the day. So there's something always. So I have to schedule it out. So I time block my week depending on how much time I can sit down and just do all my social media stuff. What I'm going to do as far as my writing, I have to have enough time for writing because my brain gets too full of other thoughts if I don't have a full chunk of time. So I always schedule that out too. So having the time in your schedule to actually schedule is huge. So getting a schedule down maybe the week prior, so then you already are on top of it the week before. And as far as the last thing you brought up, I can't remember what it was already, but
continuing to educate yourself.
Yeah, that's it. So as far as educating yourself as a business owner or in your field, I take more time throughout my week to actually just have time to sit down and look at new fitness trends or business trends. I love podcasts. I probably listen to a few podcasts every single week just to get more information on how others run their business, because it's really important to get other people's point of views on what they do. So just educating yourself as far as what you do for a living and how you can make yourself better is ideal. Even after 10 years, which is crazy, it's already been 10 years of having my own business, I'm still learning and I'm still growing, and I can't wait to see what else is going to happen in my future. But yeah, it's crazy. 10 years.
Awesome. I can't believe the time has gone so fast with our 2 kids, our 2 little tornado girls that were born throughout the process and everything. So yeah, I can't believe it, babe. You've done a fabulous job with everything that you've been doing. And once again, you're always continuing to educate yourself and grow your business. And I'm extremely proud of you. And I know everyone that you've worked with along the way and helped with along the way would share the same feeling.
Well, thank you so much. And to close off, thank you so much for listening to this podcast, episode number 42. Cannot believe that. And come back for next week because I'm sure I'll have some more stuff that I'm going to be chatting with you about. All right. Talk soon.
Thanks so much for spending your time with the Momma Fit Podcast. Dana is so happy to share her tips and tricks with you. If you loved this podcast, we'd be so happy if you could share this episode with your friends and family. Also, if you have time, please leave us a review of your honest thoughts and reflections of the podcast on iTunes or our app. We'd be so grateful. If you have any topic or suggestion that you want answered, leave those in the comments below and make sure that you fit in your Momma Fit time.